Welcome, we are the Storyspeakers Guild, bringing you roleplay entertainment.
Hello.
How y'all doing today?
How you guys doing?
Hello.
Wrong character, bro.
Nay.
Hello.
Sit down, have a drink, shut up, and listen. There you go.
Says the sober dwarf.
Sober your ass.
Oh my. Either way, last week we did not play due to issues with connecting. But we're back this week, yay!
Huzzah! Huzzah!
Yeah.
And I'll drink to that.
And
there was much rejoicing.
There
Yay.
was. And where a portion of our party left off was in a cloud island. Where they met dragons that had been hiding away from people after the war. And they found a bunch of mage tech made by the dragons. That being said, Mom, Bob, Trav, you're even further away. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with you. Who else wasn't here?
How do you know I wasn't a bird just watching from afar?
We'll discuss it.
I'm a bird, motherfucker. I'm a bird.
I think
Bird is the word.
it was Steve, Bob, Mom, and
Indeed. That sounds about right. So we'll start there with you. You guys awaken and there's a grand party going on. You can hear it outside of the tavern you're in. Bob, you have no resemblance of a hangover or being drunk whatsoever.
Of course not. I willed it away.
That's right. Mind over matter.
And instinct. Your wife is looking very pregnant. Well, not wife, your girlfriend. Baby mama. That's probably more appropriate.
I'm gonna call up my wife because I'm pretty sure I don't get a choice on whether or not I'm with this demon. Either I'm cool with this or I'm dead. So let's.
Okay.
So you like having a racist wife. Alright.
God damn it.
I doubt a demon's gonna be down for an amicable split.
Well, hell, the lizard man had a thing for a ghost, so.
Well, figure paint. Oh yeah, you didn't know what the fuck was going on, so okay.
Nope. Either way, she's your ex. You're gonna have to deal with that.
Gotta make me weird. Fuck you guys.
You are weird, and the sooner you accept that, the better.
Lies! I'm just a normal lizard! Leave me alone!
Says
Cobalt.
the lizard who once a day can cast Blessed Seed.
Poor little kobold.
I'll kill you!
You are not Ahmed.
Alright. But yeah, you awaken in. You're in a tavern you don't recognize at all, in a city you don't recognize at all.
No, I'm in the chicken coop.
There is no chicken coop.
It's a fucking city. There's always a chicken coop.
You're in the Necromancer city.
There's still be an undead chicken coop.
Fine.
It's called a larder.
He just wants to fuck some chickens. Let's.
But, truth be told, if I'm in the Necromancer city, I'm not in that city, bro. I don't do undead.
I know you don't do undead, which does make this very tricky. Actually, I know it. I have a better idea for you, Trav. Don't worry.
He's gonna be the monkey that come out someone's ass, huh?
Nope.
What? The fuck?
But you guys don't notice the rest of your party members anywhere.
Well, Tobald hears a party, so he's going outside to investigate.
Tobald, as you get outside, what you see is something very similar to Mardi Gras happening. Only there also seems to be a grand portal. It's a portal, right, Kyle?
Yeah, no. The portal only opened up for like a minute, so there are a bunch of spirits that are about. And my character, Kothar, will have to reopen the portal to send them back home once the sun starts to rise.
Alright, so there are a bunch of ghosts partying with everybody.
So there are people too, not just the ghosts.
Yeah, there's lots of people. Lots of people.
Right. Hey, who's got the beads to throw? I want my beads.
Just fucking go with it.
You gotta earn the beads.
Show off those hairy man jitties.
All the beads are in colors of blue and white to represent the winter solstice.
Cool. I go find a bead vendor to buy some beads because I want to see some ghost movies.
Alright then. So how many beads are you looking to buy?
How much are they?
Alright, you go up to the bead shop. There's a gentleman standing there with a long goatee, just straight down, braided together, comes down to a point. Looking
That's
for
what a real-
beads to increase your party.
Absolutely.
I have two types, the standard beads and the beads that'll
Anal
work on
part.
anything here.
What's the difference?
The standard beads will not go upon the ghosts. It'll go right through them, sir.
Oh, well, how much are the other?
A silver each.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go feed my dog.
Alright.
Whereas the standard are a copper each.
Well, then give me 10 standard and 5 of the other.
Very well then, good choice, sir. He gets that together for you and hands them to you, putting the 10 on one wrist and the 5 on your other wrist.
Now these are what, like, bead necklaces, right?
Yes, they're not like anal beads, Bob.
Just had to make sure here. I know that the people in this room.
Not that kind of party.
Just throw these anal beads at girls to get them to take their shirts off.
I suppose if I could hear what was going on outside after he stepped out, I'd probably step out just to kind of see what was going on with the party.
Taffy, you're not
Don't know.
there.
I thought we were okay.
You're
We're still up in the
you're
cloud.
on the cloud.
Oh, this is okay. I thought after what happened, we were still in the cloud. What was going on? Okay.
Yeah, we haven't left.
No, I thought we were in a tavern in the clouds, in the city in the clouds. It was the party was going on up there, but okay, I must have misunderstood.
No, they're trying to get us up with you guys.
That should be interesting.
Anal beads to do it.
Mom, what are you doing during all of this?
I'm getting ready to come out and find out what in the world's going on. So we were sleeping before this?
Yep.
What were we doing exactly?
Before that, Bob was worrying because he had been bit by a werewolf, and we had just got done handling the things at the School of Transmutation.
Yeah, because they're still back at School of Transmutation, technically, right?
No, they came with.
Oh, okay.
If you brought Tobald's ass with here, then you brought her too.
Because when we left, they were sleeping.
Yes, and then Torn was all like, I grabbed Tobald because he needs to get this curse cured. So if Tobald was grabbed, the other party members who were missing, except for Trav, are here.
Sweet.
Cool.
I'm back.
I go outside to investigate what all the noise is. And I'm just looking around trying to understand it.
Make a history. You as well, Cubby. If you go outside to check it out, you can make a history. Some kind of celebration.
Damn it.
But you're outside and you're not directly looking to party right now, right, Mom?
No, I don't throw beads.
Make a perception for me.
You don't throw them, you earn them.
Man, you just really like that number today, Mom.
Apparently I'm rocking 12 today.
All right, can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
You gotta plug it in.
All right, I'm gonna roll a history check. Sorry, I was fucking with my mic because it decided to stop working.
You all good?
If another call comes in, I have to answer it.
$23.
You know that this is the Necromancy's winter solstice celebration. Where a portal is open to allow the dead to return to this realm shortly to visit.
I'll be right back again.
And as I've been saying, it's a celebration very similar to Mardi Gras.
Yep. All right.
Perfect timing, huh?
Is there any way for me to track down or try to find the others? Like, can I survival or something?
Make a perception for me.
Yeah, no, not enough.
Do you have gather information?
No, but if I can't find everybody,
Investigation, that's what it's called, sorry. I'm asking because if you're asking around and asking anybody, you might be able to figure out if anything weird has happened.
I ain't got no gather information. I got a lot of persuasion though.
Well, that's why I asked about investigation. That's what they use instead of gather information now, if I remember right. Do 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 do. Do you try investigating, Mom?
Yes, I'm going to try that right now.
All right, Mom. So you meet, or while you're talking among people during the party, you meet a young mage who looks quite concerned.
Quite what?
Concerned.
So
Tell me what's going on. You look like you're very upset.
You don't know?
Well,
They're gonna be
it
so
looks
mad that
pretty
this
bad.
happened during the celebration.
What?
One of the professors asked another student to get proof about this cloud, and he apparently returned with a dragon's egg as proof that there was something on this cloud. Then the cloud stopped moving in the sky above us, and him plus a couple of adventurers were drawn up. He points up in the sky, and you guys, or you can clearly see a cloud that isn't moving like other clouds are.
Oh my!
how
Can
far
you
away
tell
is
me
it?
who were the investigators that disappeared with the student?
I don't know their names. There was a dragonborn, 2 elves, a lizard man, and he looked kind of like a human.
Oh my! That's my party.
How far up in the sky is this cloud?
I don't have an exact measurement. As high as the highest of clouds.
Okay, so it's not like, a couple hundred feet up. It's like a cloud, like legit
Indeed.
100,000
Hey,
feet in the
in
sky.
all fairness, clouds are only a couple 100 feet up.
Not if they're the highest of high clouds. Sometimes they can go 3,500 feet up. If you're in
Yeah.
a plane and you fly through a cloud that high.
Yeah, I flew through some clouds that were 40,000 feet high. That was
Yep.
pretty freaking bumpy.
There's clouds everywhere in between.
Either way, it's far up there.
Okay. I'm going to look up at the cloud, look around, realize there's not much I can do, at which point there is a party going on. So I am going to pull out my lute and, my flute.
All right.
Let's see. When the winter comes in the dead of night, who you going to visit? Dead spirits! When your family finds a lost love inside, who you gonna visit? Dead
spirit!
Then I'm gonna bust into a flute solo.
God damn it.
You do pretty good. It's a pretty mad flute solo.
As he's playing who are you gonna Ghostbusters? I'm gonna come in with Call Lightning, zapping all these motherfucking ghosts. I'm just kidding. That's not really Call Wind.
No, but how close is Tall Wind to us?
Calm
Calm
Wind
Wind.
is on the cloud already.
Oh wow!
Calm Wind is a bird chilling up on a branch up there. He discovered this place a little while ago on accident.
Is this cloud over the undead city?
At the moment, yes.
Oh, I'm taking a shit every chance I get.
But Trav, the one thing you will remark, this is an all-dragon society. And there is
Are they
no
undead?
difference. No, but I'm just letting on. There's no difference between color here. There are red dragons here. There are bronze dragons here. It is
That's
just
fine.
all dragon society.
Calm wind don't care about dragons are part of the living. They're not part of the dead. The dead's unnatural.
Indeed.
I'm taking a shit everywhere where there's undead.
That's fine.
Load the cannons! Best part is, because of primal, what was it? Primal strike. My body is considered a weapon, kind of like the monk. Meaning my shit is also treated as magical. Meaning it'll hit the ghosts.
Indeed. But also, with that being said, hey Mom, do you want the upper 10% or the lower 10%?
Oh no!
Ah, yes.
Hi.
I'm sorry, Bob.
Alright, so if it rolls 90 or higher.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Well, dang.
So,
Yes.
some bird shit comes flying from the cloud, Mom. Strikes her.
Oh no!
Oh, my face hurts.
I did not laugh. I did not cry, but I think the cows don't fly.
Where was she stricken?
More than likely on the head.
So, same for you now, Cubby.
I'm like a motherfucking eagle, by the
I'll
way.
take
So
the bottom.
it's not a little bit of pigeon shit. It's
You'll
a
take
lot.
the low, Cubby?
Yeah, I'll take the 1 to 10.
Cubby, you do not get hit by bird shit. Tobald, upper or lower?
This is going to be funny if he gets hit.
31 to 40.
Really? Alright, fine. 31 to 40. You do not get hit by bird shit.
Wow, Finn, those are some pretty good rolls.
I got hit when I won my roll.
It wasn't winning the roll, Mom. There was a 10% chance it would happen. I asked if you wanted the lower 10% or the upper.
I really wanted him to like pick that like random 30 to 40 number he picked and get just popped with poop for it.
I was hoping.
Yep.
That's because you all bitches.
Alright, that settles it. The Torb is just Riley from Boondocks as an angry white dude.
But alright, so, yeah, Mom, you get hit by the bird poop.
I'm sorry, Bob.
Lot to ghosts do, too.
Good.
So Leandra cleans herself off, disgusted.
Tobald laughs his arse off.
You'd think they'd have something to do with pests during an event like this.
Alright, so. Party, or below party. Are you going to figure out a way to do this, or are you just gonna party? I really need to know.
Well, I don't really have a way to deal with getting up to the cloud.
Yeah, how can we get up there?
I haven't heard the story yet.
Okay. So does anyone bother to inform Tobald?
Well, I would, but since I'm busy washing the whitewash off of me, and he's so busy checking out jugs, I'll just wait.
It's got some bits of green in it too.
Ew.
Don't worry, it ain't all white.
Oh my god!
Was it the runny kind or was it solid?
A bit of both. Anybody ever seen like an eagle take a shit? It's kind of what it looks like. Yeah, that's
So
exactly
the
what
plug
it
is
looks like.
hard and the rest is not.
Yeah, exactly.
Calm Wind's been eating his veggies.
Calm Wind's a druid. He knows which ones to eat, especially given the consistency of shit that he wants.
Why?
Wait. Are you telling me that Calm Wind has a repertoire for what to eat to make specific qualities of shit to poop on people with?
He's a druid with a high medical.
Why?
Just imagine
So
sitting at the
much-
dinner table like, no more beats tonight. This requires
Sometimes
spinach.
go on epic adventures. Our party shits on each other and impregnates each other.
We're real supportive.
We're real close to being a fetish porn game.
God damn it.
I don't think God's involved.
I'm not prone to disagree.
By that logic, isn't it being damned then and Kyle's wish is coming true?
Yeah, that's right. He's the one making reference to it all the time.
Then you can.
Kyle, stop giving us bad luck.
Yes, because these are the things coming out of my mouth.
If you just accept us for what we are, and just not be so inflexible.
I'm not being inflexible, obviously. Just let's get to the story.
I'll be right back, guys.
Well, the story, I guess, goes to you guys because no one's telling Bob about it, and Mom's cleaning shit off herself. And Cubby just had to step away. So, up in the clouds!
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So, Trav, you notice some familiar faces gathered around having a serious conversation.
How high did you say this cloud was again?
Very high up.
there's thin up here.
It was very hard for you to get up here.
Okay, yeah, I spent all fucking goddamn morning doing this shit. Just riding the fucking thermals.
They weren't thermals by the time you got up this high. They were a little colder than that.
Just a little bit. Still happens.
But yeah, and you were amazed to see all these dragons, because dragons after the Dragon War became incredibly scarce. They just kind of vanished for the most part, along with most of the Dragonborn.
To be fair, most races are kind of scarce to Calm Wind, so
That is true.
Calm Wind probably would not really even know the difference. And as long as there's undead down there, Calm Wind is not even gonna bother. But if I notice the familiar faces, I'm going to kind of do what I can to like try and read their lips, because clearly I can't hear them. The fact that I can see them at all is pretty fucking amazing, actually.
Well, like I said, I'm talking about Parala and all of them, not Mom and them.
Oh, okay.
Because some of the
Well, I
party
mean,
is
still,
up here.
if I'm in the cloud.
Yeah, these are the party members in the cloud with you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, whenever you were telling it, like I was physically away, so I didn't even hear the story. But that worked out because I wouldn't have known anyway.
Yeah, you can see Parala, you can see Svadruk.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So as a giant fucking eagle, well, not a giant eagle, but as an eagle, I fly over there and land on the lizard man's shoulder.
Oh, he doesn't taste like chicken. Rumor has it.
I don't know. I don't go to taste, but it probably scares the shit out of him.
Yeah. The hell?
So now we're having more shit fall out of the clouds.
What?
I start shaking my shoulder trying to get it off.
Yeah, as he does, I just kind of keeping my balance, and kind of like a fucking like a chicken, or like any bird. If you try to shake them, their whole body moves, but their head just kind of stays the same. I kind of look at them, and like the first time is a light peck right on the dome. Just stop it.
All right. Go ahead and keep role playing while I take my medicine.
Okay. I'm guessing you keep shaking.
Yes.
I'm gonna peck you even harder this time. Squawk.
What are the nine houses this thing want? Where did they even come from? My house. I am now like trying to like pull this thing off of me.
The harder you pull, the more I'm just sinking my talons in.
Is anyone helping me, or am I just doing my thing with this fucking bird?
I think it wants you to sit still. Here, give it a piece of meat.
All right, I just kind of I'm staring at the bird, and I grab a piece of meat from Salanthus, and I give it to him.
I eyeball it very carefully. With one eye, and, just kind of like how the eagle does its head tilt, look at it with one eye.
It's just dried trail rations meat.
Okay, it's not like poison or anything, is it?
No.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, I don't know.
I'm an elven paladin, and you think I'm a poison eagle.
I'm gonna be... That's probably true. So I'll eat the meat. No tough. And then he'll, with a very approving nod, or I give him a very approving nod.
Apparently, I'm kind of still watching the creature with my right eye and looking about with the left. I'm not seeing any birds anywhere, so I'm like, where the hell did this thing come from?
Actually, there are birds.
Oh, there are?
Yeah, weird reptilian birds.
This one is not reptilian.
No, I'm a normal bird.
Okay. So it still strikes me as odd. And no one seems to, other than Salanthus, is just totally cool, I guess.
I mean, I'm not out going out of my way to like dig my talons into you permanently. It's just when you shake and try to fucking shake me off. Nah, fuck you, bitch.
As Trav goes flying down there, though another bird comes flying down as well.
Okay.
It looks kind of like a pterodactyl.
Well, upon noticing that, I shit, and it's just the last little. As I was expecting that there's. At that point, I fly a little bit further, or I fly a little bit faster, and hence what seemed to be like my pounce onto the lizard man.
But yeah, and it comes down and it lands by Cappy.
Oh, man.
So
I am a little more wary of the pterodactyls, given that I know that this is a relatively large-sized flying creature.
it is. It's medium-sized. Big as you are. Cappy, are you there?
He said BRB.
Of course he fucking would. I finally remembered to give him his goddamn ranger fucking pet. And where's Cappy? He's gone.
Ding dong. That's where Cappy's at.
Alright.
So never mind, that didn't happen. A
Is
pterodactyl
this
shit
like
didn't
looking
happen.
for Waldo?
Okay, so I've got one last shit remaining then.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding. That went bombs away already. Probably on the undead.
I was gonna say, am I wearing it?
I hope not.
Me too.
Probably. I don't know. You figure that the accuracy of that shit a couple thousand feet up wouldn't be that, it wouldn't be pinpoint.
Oh my god.
True that.
But alright, so Svadrak, Patala, Parala,
I'm like, Bella?
Nutella!
Parala. Everyone else that was involved with the conversation except for Cappy, who's just, randomly staring at a tree while pterodactyls shit on him.
It's that narcolepsy.
I knew there were pterodactyls.
I can't say I've ever seen one. Let's see if I know what one looks like.
Well, they're not exactly pterodactyls, all right, guys?
Dude, this is a demon bird from spawn from hell.
Yeah.
I do not offer that one dried beef jerky. I'm just saying.
I'm majestic as fuck. One would think the American flag flies behind me.
Oh God.
It doesn't. I'm a druid, not a magician.
What the fuck?
All right. So, yeah. He lands there. This is during the big conversation that Laura was having with you guys about joining to learn dragon magic.
Because we're about to walk off towards that, right?
Basically, yeah. This is the end of that conversation, and that's when Trav came flying over.
God damn this fucking druid. All right. So I very nervously darting my attention between this giant fucking all bird that landed on my shoulder for whatever freaking reason, and putting my attention elsewhere to the rest of the group. So yeah, are we going? Does anyone want to do anything about this? I am uncertain.
And a bird
No.
shits in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on her. Yeah, it's on the shoulder.
So do you pop off on your hand?
No, I actually have flashbacks for the time she wanted to kill the what was it, the mongoose or whatever. What was it? The weasel. Yeah, and I fly over to Torn instead.
But remember, she did ride you as a frog after that.
Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, I hop onto her hand. We made up, I guess.
Oh,
She just got to ride you, and that's all it takes.
It wasn't just a ride; it was a valiant battle, which, if I recall, saved y'all's asses.
But I'm also just saying a ride normally fixes most things.
I just look like any other random animal. I mean, I imagine I can control the shape, the colors, and whatnot.
Yeah, you could.
I don't see. Yeah.
It's just Calm Wind's face on whatever animal he turns into.
Fucking Maui.
Oh no.
Let's see. Let's see if I have anything that might.
I'm just saying, if it was that, I'd totally give you the big fishing hook.
I don't want the big fishing hook.
I thought that was a cool weapon.
It kind of is a cool weapon, but it's already done.
Okay, I see your point.
Let me check out my inventory here.
It was unexpected.
eagles eat snakes.
I'm no snake. I'm not a kobold.
He's a reptile. That's all that matters.
Very upset
As you
with
yell, I'm not a kobold, a bunch of kobolds look at you.
How did you get up here?
Why are you being insulting to us? I'll have you know we have fine dragon heritage.
No. Allow me. Hold on, because I don't have neighbors. I can actually do this now. We do this! We don't have neighbors! Or shit.
No.
God damn it.
Just yell about your dragon heritage.
Yeah. You know nothing about the dragon heritage! You know nothing! Nothing! Yeah!
Oh.
Where you have me at?
I am just. I am at a fucking loss.
Hey Kyle, when we make our kobolds, these are them.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's next campaign. Takes place right after this moment.
So we're watching Spadrick get yelled at by kobolds. I get a smirk on my
Hey,
face.
no. Kyle and I can totally roleplay this shit.
Oh god.
No, dude, we should.
It's gotta be the misadventures of our little gang.
Here comes a bunch
Yes.
of mama jokes.
It'll be when we run
hey,
the monster game.
Hey, Finn.
Yes.
Of this group of kobolds, there is one kobold who is clearly the leader, and that is not my kobold.
God damn it.
Come on, dude. We gotta argue with ourselves now.
Right now?
Right now. This is happening right now.
I don't want to do this right now. I just want to go with the story.
It is the story.
It is, Kyle.
God.
Of a lovely lady.
Who was raising up 3 very lovely kobolds?
My great this. What do we do?
All right. So, God damn it. I can't believe you're making me do this right now. Okay.
I'm doing it too, bro.
Okay. So, the kobold that one's yelling at quietly walks up towards Svadruk, looks down, looks up. Do you have something to say? No. I was just simply correcting my friend. Oh. So, okay, that's fine, but it seems like there's a problem with being a kobold.
Yeah, that's what you said. You said a word, boss. I'll fight him. I'll punch him right in the nuts.
Sylvanus thinks that it might be hard for the kobold to reach the nuts. I'm just saying.
I have big stick.
Seriously, Swadruk. Starting problems with the locals.
I heard you people are horrid.
You people.
I guess he's not people.
Spadrick's like, he's just like, okay, I'm gonna just walk in a fucking direction and commit. The kobold that was standing in front of him looks at him and kind of puffs his chest a little. Bitch.
What did he say? You cut out there.
No, he just said bitch.
Oh. Huh. Come on, Bess. Maybe this isn't worth it.
No, we have other plans.
Oh, I really wanted to get my knuckles bloody. No.
Not with people watching. Well, I have an idea for our next little operation.
Calm Wind lets out a lets out an aggressive screech. As the as the little minions just kind of like disperse for a minute.
And now you've even upset the eagles, Swadruk.
I've already walked away. I'm like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
I'm yelling.
So Slanthus looks to Harala.
She had to
It's
step
interesting
away to
how
take a
one-
phone call real quick.
Oh.
So, talk to someone else.
So who's still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Trav, Kyle, technically Cappy, though he's getting shit on by pterodactyls until he comes back.
Kyle stepped away because he's storming away from little kobolds.
Because I'm
And
not trying to start
Trav
a
is
back.
still
fucking fight.
I just laughed earlier because I didn't want to interrupt. That was a funny moment.
So I look at Cappy then. I'm like, it's interesting how one word, such as kobold, can rile up the entire area.
He's covered in that pterodactyl crap.
That's nasty. I'm probably wiping it off. Fucking.
As you're
Probably.
wiping it off, though, a pterodactyl thing comes flying down.
What the fuck?
And he looks at you, and he has a kind look on his face as he's looking at you.
Uh-oh.
And you notice the other pterodactyls start shitting on him, too. They kind of pick on him.
Yeah, well, I step away from the pterodactyl that came down because I think it's a demon.
Yeah, if
That's
any
kind of.
no shit comes towards the eagle's feather, the eagle's majestic ass feathers.
I'm just gonna watch the pterodactyl curiously then if it's not trying to shit on me or anything.
So, first off, like I said, it's not actually a pterodactyl. To start off, this thing is more pseudo-dragon-like than pterodactyl-like.
Yeah, alright.
But, for stat purposes, it is a pterodactyl.
Alright, yeah, I'd be finishing cleaning myself off. I'll watch it curiously, but to see what it's gonna do.
Though a pterodactyl with modifications. You notice that even though this thing is the same size as you, it has incredible amounts of muscle on it. Like it can carry things much larger than itself.
Impressive.
As strong as a small pony.
But yeah, it's looking at you very kindly and nuzzling up against you while you're both getting shat on by pterodactyls.
It wants the D.
Fucking pterodactyl shit. Hey, I guess I kind of rub his head if he's gonna be friendly to me.
Brings a whole new meaning to the term Beastmaster.
So
Yeah,
your
am.
party is walking off, Cappy.
If possible, I'd try to follow him. But if the pterodactyl isn't gonna follow with me, I'd kind of hold up for him.
It follows along. It seems very attached to you. Something about you smell like it.
Funny. I'd try to catch up to the group while keeping an eye on my new friend.
Your friend is also scale color wise. We will say, what's a good scale color, guys?
Roll for it, yo. Make it random.
Green.
1d8.
Purple.
Topaz.
Magenta.
Hot pink.
Candy grape.
All right, tell me what an 8 is.
Brilliant blue.
It's violet.
So, yeah, you're purple. Well, it's purple.
Is its name Barney?
No.
Color of the rainbow. 1 was a reroll.
Lime purple people leader.
I'm okay with purple. What the hell?
So indeed, it's purple. I mean, besides all of the massive amount of shit on it. You should probably clean it once you get away from these things.
Yeah, that was the intent.
A warm shower.
Yeah, definitely something to definitely some kind of bath.
Cappy, you squish as you walk.
Oh man!
I give him some wide berth. No, I have 2 reasons. One, I think that he's got a demon with him, and then he really stinks.
Alright, we'll go back to our party on the ground now.
I wrote down pseudo dragon since that's what you said what kind it was.
Do not write down pseudo dragon.
No, what did I write down there?
Write down pterodactyl for now.
Okay.
I'll tell you what changes to make from it being a pterodactyl soon.
I have tracked down Tobalt, and I'm about to tell him why we are partyless at this. Tobalt.
I'll be right back in a minute, guys. Sorry for interrupting.
Can you save your beads for a minute? I need to talk to you.
Right, Les, what's up?
Well, our party is up in the sky with a bunch of dragons in a cloud, from what I understand. This is what students...
Up in the sky in a cloud? How much have you had to drink?
Apparently not nearly enough. There's a look up above us. There is a cloud that hasn't been moving whatsoever. It is stationary. And apparently our party is up there.
Tobalt looks up.
You see it.
You see it.
Well, bloody hell are we supposed to do about that?
I'm not sure, but we're going to have to do some questioning to find out how we can join them or if they're planning to join us.
Tobalt starts hollering out just to random ghosts and people. How the bloody hell do we get up there?
Alright, roll an investigation, Tobalt.
$16.
Kyle, most of what they're doing happened while you guys were doing the stuff you did up there.
Yeah, I know. I was just asking for clarification.
So, with the 16, you do find someone who knows how the mage at least got up there.
Right, so what happened?
So the mage who managed to get himself up there used a combination of a fly spell and a jump spell. And he just barely made it.
Right, so that's not gonna work.
Use a slingshot.
So, are there any big birds around?
Roll a perception. You're not really noticing any birds.
Yeah, roll like that. There could be elephants flying, and I wouldn't say.
All right, let me try.
Go ahead and try, Mom.
Well, am I even noticing it's still daylight?
I mean, it's not really daylight, it's nighttime.
And you and your 12.
Are you guys including Cubby in your plan? If so, he can try.
Are you guys gonna try me?
Oh, you're not with us?
You guys were investigating. I started performing.
He did.
Oh, right. So, yeah, we go look for.
You see me surrounded by a group of like spirits that are partying, and I'm singing. These ghosts came to party for the night, party for the night, party for the night. I'll look over. Oh, stop the performance. And so did you guys figure out how we're getting up there?
So I go. Tobal goes running up there. But what is your instinct?
Yeah.
Send your groupies away. Oh, wait, no, that one's cute. You can stay. But we've got a problem.
What's the problem?
Well, we're down here, and the rest of them are up there in that frickin' cloud.
Yeah, I don't know how to fly, so I was kind of just thinking I would party for a while. But if do you know a way for us to get up there?
Well, no.
There's booze down here. Do we know for a fact if there's booze up there?
Well, if we don't try, we won't know. And I understand if we could find a big bird, we might be able to fly right up.
I will roll a perception to search for big birds, and not the yellow kind that live on pheasants.
But what if that's the kind of bird that will help you?
Well, then
Can
you gotta
you
take it
tell
where you
me
get it.
how to get?
Oh God.
Nope.
Well, I don't know if there's booze up there. You're right. So, Cobalt grabs one of his flasks and starts chugging.
Highs or lows?
Lows.
Let's go low. Oh well. They don't like us either.
Indeed. This is apparently just how the story is going. You guys can't figure out how to get up and just keep partying down here.
To be fair, after a certain amount of time, I imagine Tobalt and Instinct would just party.
Indeed.
And do I notice anything funny about what's coming out of my flask?
What's happening with his flask?
They got rid of all the alcohol, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, there's no alcohol in it.
What is in it? Just plain.
What did you guys put in there? I really don't remember.
Camel piss.
I don't think it was camel piss. We haven't met
It
any
was
camels.
straight water.
That's what I thought.
So it's water.
Tobalt starts spluttering, spitting it out, choking. What the blue hell is this? He goes through and checks all his flasks and bottles and wine skins. This might take a while.
Probably all water.
Highs or lows?
Lows.
It's all water.
Haha! I found them all.
Even that hidden one you keep in your boot.
With instinct.
Good. He just turns purple. He's so.
I can see that dwarf without his beer.
So
I'm imagining the sputtering right now. It's kind of funny.
all your alcohol is gone. And the only suspects you have are the party members who aren't here.
Is there anyone who looks like they're in charge?
Well, to
Like
be
they're-
fair, he passes out under the table in the bar a lot, so there are more than just us as a suspect.
So you're looking for someone in charge, Cuppy.
Yeah, someone who looks like they're important, giving orders or something.
All right then, roll a perception with advantage for me.
Yeah, I get to roll a 14 instead of an 11. Oh, there we go. That one didn't suck.
Kyle, go ahead and tell him what you look like now. Your father.
Okay.
Where's a blast mask?
So, you see a lizard folk that's standing on one of the platforms where you assume that the gate was at, and he's talking with a few people. But what you see is he's wearing these ceremonial robes that pretty much cover the entirety of his body. It's basically a giant living mass of human faces that are just draped across him. The lizard folk himself actually appears fairly tall. He has what it looks like heavy burn marks that have these symbols on them around the scalp and going down towards his neck, but the actual robe itself covers most of his body.
His face, though, looks like a kobold.
Well, I could change my face at will.
It hasn't been working lately. You don't know why.
Uh,
You've also been feeling a strong call to go somewhere else.
okay.
But indeed, your face... And I will tell the rest of you cannot hide your parts either at this moment. You've been feeling a weird call to go somewhere else, and it's been kind of dampening your control over your powers.
Are we referring to the current party or
Your last party. The party that has spirit parts. So any character that had a spirit part.
okay?
So this is Frumgar, this is Leah, this is Valethixia, all of those people.
All right, I am going to, against all better judgment and prior notions, walk up to the dude with the shirt made of faces. So first off, that is a very bold fashion choice.
What do you want, Tiefling? I am busy.
Does he resemble at all Eoth? Because, the way he just spoke to me, I straight up was like, so that's your dad.
Yeah, he looks like him. They're not the same color. Kothar is more like an ashen gray, whereas Eoth has this kind of faded blue.
Gotcha. He sits there and thinks for a moment after hearing him speak and kind of piecing stuff together. I'm trying to get to your son, who somehow got into the clouds. And I can't get up there, but you are supposedly a crazy powerful mage.
And while he and Leander are doing this, Cobalt is dumping all the water out of all his flasks and skins and bottles, and or Tobalt, not Cobalt, whatever. And he's gonna go running into the nearest bar and refill everything.
All right.
It's gonna
To
cost some
refill
coin.
all of them, it's gonna cost you, we'll say 1 silver.
Would cost what?
1 silver to refill all of them.
No, you cut out at the price. Instead of cost 1, then you cut out.
1 silver.
Ah, you got lucky.
That's fine. It's coming out of party treasury.
All right. So Kothar looks back down at this. You know of my son?
You then see Leandra standing next to him and recognize her.
Well, to be fair, you're both fairly condescending and kind of lizard-like, so I figured you were either related or cloned.
There is a moment of silence that passes. Inform me what you want before I remove you myself.
Like I said before, me, this lovely lady, and the dwarven fellow who is somewhere not here right now need to get up onto that cloud.
I'm guessing I take notice of Leandra.
Yes.
Young Leandra, perhaps I will speak with you instead of this pompous arse.
Okay,
How's your mother? I do hope she's in good health.
she's doing well. She's always spoken of you fondly.
It has been some time since I have visited their kingdom. I do enjoy our few talks that we have. I do hope that the last shipment that she received was of her liking. I believe your friend here said that you needed to get up, correct?
We do. We need to join our party because it's imperative that we continue on. And we understand there have been some vital changes.
Yes, I have heard briefly as to what has happened. If you would do me the kindness of checking into this matter yourself, I would be most appreciative.
I would be more than happy to.
Whomever accompanies you, please gather them close.
Certainly.
So they're all
Gather everybody up.
Yep.
all right. All you see is him raise up his arm, and you teleport up towards the top of the cloud.
All right. Up towards the top of the cloud as you guys teleport through. Svadrak, a bunch of weird things start happening to your body. It twists and turns a little bit, and your pores start forming into small little teleportation circles.
What the fuck?
Oh shit!
They come
Okay,
falling
no,
out of these pores of yours.
What the hell is going on with you?
I activate my divine sense.
There's nothing evil happening here. It's just necromancy magic. Really powerful necromancy magic.
I get my holy symbol ready to shoot back whatever's erupting from. Is his name Gizmo?
I'm like looking about myself. I'm probably noticing the rest of them now.
You're noticing them, and you notice the small teleportation circles that made your pores made.
I'm like rubbing the side of my body that they like just shunted out of. Holy hells!
Your dad really just used you as a material component to a spell.
Oh, I guess that's one way to do it. Not exactly what I was expecting to happen.
That was almost the most disturbing thing I've ever seen.
You can roll an Arcana if you want, Kyle.
Could be worse. We could have shot out of his arse.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
At least that's a natural orifice.
21.
Kyle, so you haven't actually seen the spell performed, but you're familiar with its concept. It's a form of necromancy that uses teleportation, but it's a very personal teleportation. That's why it used part of your body in order to work.
Oh, like
So
kind of like
personally violated.
it's basically like inscribing a teleportation sigil onto someone's flesh.
Pretty much. But in this case, the necromancer changes the body into the sigil, so that they don't have to just put it on with a tattoo.
Nice.
Very, very strong beyond 9th level necromancy.
Gotcha.
Yeah, those that just appear would see Adrian standing next to a pterodactyl, just kind of scratching his head.
Oh wait, I forget the smell that emits from you.
Yeah, I need
Travis still an eagle, right?
I need a bath badly.
That was strange. What are you doing up here? Didn't we leave you behind? Wait, how did you come out of me?
Explosively.
Apparently, your dad doesn't just screw demons; he also makes orifices out of his son.
I guess that's one way of saying it.
Oh yes, I should have figured as much, Daddy dearest. That's not fun. Does anyone want to give them a checkup or a kind of a briefing while I collect myself after that?
They are not demons. That's all I know.
So,
Go ahead.
all of you are here now. You see, my new players see Cappy and his pterodactyl both covered in pterodactyl shit.
Atlantis is keeping his distance from that scene.
They're not actually pterodactyls, I just haven't thought of a better name for them yet.
Right. More important than all of that. Right now, I want to know which one of you poxy sons of Venice drained all my alcohol and replaced it with water. Are you trying to...
Oh,
Wasn't
Is
me,
that what
but that
that-
is damn funny.
That's the
is that what those
important
children were doing with you underneath that table?
Children, you're
roll
utters.
deception.
With disadvantage because he doesn't believe anything anyone says at this moment.
Adrian's just
Bob,
laughing as
roll an insight.
Adrian's just laughing his ass off when he heard that. I don't think he was aware that even happened.
Damn it.
Yeah, he's lying to you, Bob.
It was you!
Solanthus gets a shit-eating grin on his face and runs.
Oh shit!
But he starts that move off of the mystery step of 30 feet away.
You can run, but just remember, there's no mountain high enough, there's no valley low enough, and there's no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you.
Okay then. Now that we're somewhat reunited, can we find somewhere where I can clean up and wash my new friend off?
The problem is Laura's at her time limit. She's got to go talk to the dragon.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right.
But while we're walking towards there, Solanthus pulls out a very large flask, and it's full of liquid. Is this what you want, Mr. Tolov?
It depends what's in it.
Well, them damn children that were trying to get drunk on you under that table, I stopped them and I collected all your alcohol in here.
Give me that flask.
Little
Jug,
bit.
or actually, it would have to be a big
So
jug.
Solanthus sets the flask on the container on the floor or on the ground and steps away from it. I'm not stupid. I wasn't born yesterday. and I step away, and he can have it.
And then Looney Tunes shit happens.
That's right. I do know how to write to the Acme Company if this is not right. Tobald picks up the flask, pulls the cork out of it, and sniffs it.
Does this have alcohol in it?
It is his alcohol, yes.
Alright, then yeah, it smells like a mix of all the different alcohols you had on you.
Hey guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for the game, Finn.
Later, man.
Have a good
Night,
night.
man. Oh, great! You've made me a bottle of suicide.
But you can't waste good alcohol.
That's right. This'll be for special occasion.
Like death.
Oh, wait.
And
So
I
what
can
you're saying
feel.
is I made it better for you by accident?
No, what I'm saying is you're gonna have a special occasion coming up.
Oh no.
I don't know when. I do feel it coming. But right now we've got more important things to worry about.
Indeed.
Just knew I've got my eye on you.
Solantis pulls out or steps into position behind.
Who is Inquisitor Rand here?
Just something I'm playing around with.
Okay.
We had wondered the same thing.
It's the Galactic Lich in disguise.
Kill it! Kill it now!
Either way. You reach the the Elder Dragon, that's what I called him, right? I'm pretty sure that's what I called him. You reach the Elder Dragon. Have you finally come to make your choice? Pirala of the Ground Walkers. I see you've brought all your friends and one is covered in shit.
Forgive me.
I use prestidigitation to clean them off.
I was waiting for that.
No, it is fine. After all, if they want to be able to come here again, they'll be your guests. It's only fitting that they be here. Of course, that also means any crimes they commit are your crimes. Shoot, I forgot to give you a voice, I'm an idiot.
Uh-oh. Solantis just raises his eyebrow at her declaration of taking responsibility for all of us.
To be fair, this is the first thing you've really needed to do.
Yeah, I know.
Pirala, what the devil's he talking about?
She has been offered the position to learn some of the magics here.
So, would she be staying behind or something?
I won't be staying behind. There may be times that I'll need to return here, and there'll be times I want to so that I can study, but I'm still free to travel as I please.
Okay, good, because you're the only rational adult we have, and I don't think we'll survive if we lose you.
And she just took responsibility for all of us. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, big task, but I mean, I don't know that I really have much of a choice.
You have good
My
friends.
character's pretty rational. For laughing his ass off at the silly shit.
Oh yeah! You have good friends, Perala.
Yes, I've realized that I am blessed.
So do you swear?
Yes, I swear.
Then let the ritual begin. Unfortunately, since you're not a purebred dragon or a half-dragon, it's a little harder for you to tap into your dragon magics. We have learned a special ritual, one might say, to help with this, though.
Ancient One, may we aid her?
Aid her in what? We're about to tattoo her. Do you know how to do a tattoo?
I would bestow a blessing upon her.
If you wish to bless her, then bless her.
I look to Perala for permission.
She nods.
So, a bunch of people in, like, robes with needles and ink come out.
And now if you have to make any saves, you have a chance.
They then throw off their robes, revealing their bodies just covered in all kinds of dragon tattoos.
That's awesome.
What type of attack do you have again, Laura?
Electric.
Alright, so along your neck, and I'm talking about all the way around, they start tattooing basically electric breath.
Or lightning is what they call it, but
Well,
same
a
difference.
lightning breath. They're tattooing that all around your neck.
Don't let him give you a silly mustache.
You need to make a constitution save.
I don't think I need to worry about that. This is something pretty sacred, so I don't think they'll waste it on something.
Agreed. Although I find this quite fascinating,
She has
to be honest.
advantage, right, Torin?
It adds a D4 to whatever
so
she rolls.
She has a D4 you have D4 added to what you roll. You could also apply the bless to her. It will auto roll, I believe.
I applied it to her.
Oh, okay. That makes it easy then.
24, you're handling it strong as they're tattooing you. All kinds of energy is flooding in and out of your body. You feel yourself connecting up with your ancient dragon ancestry.
And I'll watch stuff gonna pop out of her body, just like the lizard.
No, her eyes roll in the back of her head.
Oh!
And you go back thousands upon thousands upon thousands of years to the times of the first dragons. You see Finnis and his brother. You see the original dragons spawned from them. And you see all of these original dragons innately using magic, just freely. Move of a claw, and there's something there, or they've done something. Things that the modern dragon just has no possibility of doing anymore. That's right, D&D, calling you out for taking away dragon spells.
Right?
And you feel connected to this magic source that they themselves are using. And you have a spiritual awakening. You realize all along that dragons are creatures of pure magic. And that magic is yours to bend and manipulate how you want, because you have that blood in you. Her eyes are flipped in the back of her head about 5 minutes as they finish the tattoo. You return to reality, Perala. Your body feels exhausted. You've never really known what it meant to be electrocuted before, but you know now.
Oh my. What a process.
Does she look steady on her feet, or does she need to sit down?
Well, is she up to her? She can look steady. She can show how she really feels. It's up to her. If you try to figure it out and she's not doing what you think, she's rolling a deception. That's how this is working. So go ahead.
I guess she'd probably be trying to stand strong despite it. I imagine she's probably like shaking some though.
I'm gonna walk over to.
Shit! I think she's gonna pass out. That's what the shaking is.
She's real energetic.
You think she's perfectly fine. You can't believe how strong she looks. She looks stronger than before it happened.
Fair.
He's
I'm
just
gonna walk
actually
over to
super
Perala.
into the tattoo and can't notice anything else.
That's right.
I'm just walking over to Perala and I'll place a hand on her shoulder. I'm glad you're going to be with us. Oh, it's not working. Why isn't it working? Work, damn you.
What's not working?
I'm trying to cast heroism on her, but it's not working.
There you go.
Yeah, but it's only working on her. Yeah.
So, he looks at you some. The magical aura around you is immense. You can be a truly great dragonborn. What's the word I want to call this? Dracomancer. There we go.
I can't wait to learn. I can't wait to do the community practice.
Quickly, Mech, is the aura around her noticeable when you detect magic?
It is, but you with your natural one, because you
putting it for
failed
the
to
law.
let me finish talking. Because you failed to notice her physical state, only noticed her spiritual state. And that's why you thought she was so strong. You're accidentally viewing her magical aura and not really her.
Nice.
But yes, you could definitely see the aura if you're detecting magic right now.
I am not. I'm just putting it in a log for reference.
I'm so just observing. I was quite intrigued by the ritual and stuff. It was something to watch for sure.
Well, now that that has been done, similar to your friend here, only on a less intimate basis as he's looking at the shit pterodactyl rubbing up against Cappy. I give you one of these. He hands you a small whistle.
Okay. That was to
Not
me,
you,
actually.
Cappy.
Okay. Well, you look at that shit pterodactyl. I thought it was to me, so I'm sorry.
I reach out to take it.
That whistle, if blown, will summon your ride back to us.
That certainly makes it a lot easier. I appreciate that.
As I explained, you're expected to defend this place in exchange for the knowledge.
Yep, that makes sense. And I am prepared to do that.
And I also will be sending along someone else or someone to train you as well. And from behind him comes a half-dragon walking over. He's made of very lean, wiry muscle. He has a large pole on his back, and at the end of the pole, it's oddly shaped. It's kind of in a crook shape, but not all the way crooked. If you took proper examination of it, you'd notice it's a pipe.
I see.
Let's see. What shall I name this guy?
Yoda.
Draco Malfoy.
No. Master Zillazi. So yeah, this is Master Zillazi walking up here. And he is a blue half-dragon.
I bow and address him. I am very grateful to you, Master Zilisi, and it is my pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Yes. The Elder Dragon here asked me to come and see what I could do to help you. Of course, no Dragonborn has ever achieved as much as a dragon or even a half-dragon has using Dracomancy.
I look forward to striving to be the very best of my kind. I don't know how far I can get, but I know I won't stop trying.
By the way, Torin, you're taking notes of all this, right?
Yep.
Alright, awesome.
That's why I asked about the magic aura being detectable or not.
I do really want to see the Dragon Rangers now.
Damn it.
Those mighty Morphin Dragon Rangers.
Oh. But they transform into humans?
They just form together in a giant human Zord. Like yeah, it's like human Zord. They just form into a giant paladin.
Yep. But alright. So Master Zillus, he looks at you. That's a good attitude to have. The training won't be easy. What do you do by profession?
Well, I was a guard for Grey Dog Guard, but there's been some political turmoil, we'll say, there. And I've been kind of developing my skills towards becoming more of a cavalier than just a guard. I'm also going to say that Ace kind of barks at this point. He's probably getting pretty big.
He is. He stands up to your chest on all fours right now.
Yeah, that's pretty big because I'm like 6 foot something. But I'll put my hand on his head and I'll say, and this guy's been traveling with me. This is it.
Interesting. Well, at least you'll be suited to my kind of training. We will start every morning with a spar. Your body must be as sharp as your mind.
I won't turn that down.
At first, I will start only with my hands, but as time progresses, I will use my pipe.
Is Pud?
Alright there?
Is he laughing in character? I gotta know.
Yes, instinct falls over.
Well, as instinct fell over for the clearly dirty joke, it pops up in your head as well, Svadruk. No matter what you do, it can't block it out, that thought.
I'm just covering my face right now with my hand.
But you still want to look as well. You're curious.
I'm curious about his pipe.
A little bit, yeah.
God damn it! I hate you. Oh fuck!
Oh, pipe. I thought he said Pud. I was like, what the fuck is
To be fair, we were referring to the same thing in the end, Bob.
Okay.
My face hurts.
We know it's killing us.
Uh-huh.
We know because literal joy kills you.
I know.
But alright, so yeah. So Master Zealousy proceeds to walk over where all the rest of you are standing, take the pipe off his back, and just start packing it up while standing there.
Can I infer that he intends to come with us?
He said he was going
Yeah,
to.
that's literally what they said.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I had to step aside. Okay.
Gotcha.
Hey, Tobald,
Yeah.
make a perception with advantage.
Uh-oh. While they're doing this, I'm gonna try as best as I can to clean up my pterodactyl. Can't do a total clean, but get somewhere where I can get some water or
I'll
something.
cast
Do what I
prestidigitation
can.
to clean your pterodactyl.
I thought you just did it for me.
No, yeah, I just cast prestidigitation to clean everything. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm fucking
What are you
Mr.
cleaning?
Clean in this bitch.
Tobald,
Nice.
you notice the mark of Bubba upon his pipe.
Oh, hell.
Wait a minute. May I see that pipe?
He lets you see it.
This, it's a holy pipe. It's got the mark of Bubba. You're a worshipper of Bubba.
That I am.
It's a hole of smoke.
Yeah, I think
That's
you're about to be Tobald's best friend.
That's fucking great.
Oh, this is grand.
Indeed, I came to the god of the party after 5 years of meditation.
Oh, there couldn't be a better addition to our party here. Every morning I have my little, and he pulls out his little miniature shrine that he sets up every morning and prays to.
Ah, that is a great shrine you have there.
Oh, thank you. I'll make sure we don't miss our morning devotions.
Ah, it's good to be with another follower.
Oh, wait. Oh, you didn't steal it?
No, I'm just teasing.
Okay. I'm trying to convert all these heathens. Some of them are more resistant than others, and some don't respect. And he looks directly at Salanthus when he says, respect the religion and the holy items associated with it.
I tried to fight off a laugh at that because I know who he's referring to.
My dear Tobal, are you to tell me that the underside of a table and the floor are holy items of your religion?
Oh shit.
No, they're places of worship, but the flasks and contents in the flasks
He points his pipe
are
over
what I
at
was.
you as you start mentioning the flasks. What did you do to this man's flasks?
Nothing to the flask, good sir.
He took all the holy alcohol out and replaced it. Embrace yourself. You're not gonna like hearing this. With water. I thought I was going to die.
He did. How could you have done that to him?
Well, you got to understand the circumstances.
That's the same as pouring out holy water.
I didn't pour it out. I relocated it because our master dwarf here contracted lycanthropy probably because he was too much into the god of party and got hit and eaten almost to death.
Let me see this jug.
So Tobald hands him the jug where all the mixed alcohol has been poured.
Alright, he holds it. He reaches out to grab it. Do you let him grab it?
Oh, yes.
Alright, he takes it, and he starts muttering some words to himself. Laura, you notice that his magical aura is showing now.
Interesting.
Anyways, he finishes what he's doing and he hands it back to you. The bottle glows for a moment.
What have you done, master?
He made it
And that is the start of the Tobald Half-Dragon fanfic.
It is. If you want to make fanfics of whatnot of our characters, go ahead. Even ship them. Send us to work. We have a Twitter. All right. So, anyways, I have infused the alcohol with Dracomancy, giving it the property of some of the alcohols we have here. And given that it's a mix of a bunch of alcohols, this should make it taste better.
Tobald pulls the cork and takes a small experimental.
Let's see, and I said he was a blue dragon, right?
Yep.
That is ice breath? No, that's electric breath.
Electricity.
Alright, so as you drink it down, a small jolt of electricity goes through your entire body. It tingles, it feels good.
Oh, master, this is fantastic. I blow out a breath. Do I have a breath?
Little bits of sparks come out. You don't have a breath weapon, but you do have some sparks coming out.
Oh god, I want to see him chug the bottle.
Don't tempt me.
You'll shoot lightning out his ass.
Thunder vomit.
That's what I was just thinking. He's just vomiting, electricity's coming out. Oh god, when will it end?
Fires are starting from the electricity.
Oh god.
And that's how Tor burned down a tavern.
So, what now?
The Elder Dragon looks at you. Now, feel free to look around some more if you want, as long as you are under Parala's guest pass.
Do you all perhaps sell musical instruments here?
There are musical instruments here.
I want to go look for a dragon flute at some point.
Okay.
I mean, we can go now if you'd like. I don't think there's anything stopping us.
I
Well,
would
You-
like.
I couldn't hear you, Laura. I'm sorry.
I told him that we could go now if he'd like. I don't think there's anything stopping us, but I think I heard Kyle trying to say something.
Yeah. I would like to stop and pick up one of the daggers I was looking at earlier, but I apparently have a date and I still have to make a report.
A date?
You do not remember?
Yeah, with the half dragon in the one shot.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
He's quite enamored with the lizard man.
Enjoy yourself, bud. Kind of give him a wave.
Cobalt, you should go on that date too, because that dragon supposedly could drink any dwarf under the table.
Impossible.
Let's not do that. Please.
Master Zilse looks over. Really, we'll turn this into a true game, holding up his pipe.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
I just wanted a quiet evening for the day.
I just further get tap on the shoulder. Good luck, bud. Now you're really gonna need it.
Yes, I am.
So, does that mean that you're going back down with Tobald and Master Zilse? Or Zilase?
I'm going to stop by the shop to tell her to meet me down at the Dance Macabre in about, I think, an hour and a half. Because I still need to go report and I wanted to go buy that dagger.
All right, she squeezes your butt with her tail.
Don't act like you don't like it.
Oh, I don't. It's just I'm in a weird place right now because apparently my seed can spawn demons, and I was not aware of this.
Your
So,
seed
yeah.
Your seed doesn't spawn demons.
Yeah. So
I believe that. I, as a character, believe that.
if you want to have children with a half dragon, just don't be a dick and raise your child to hate half dragons for some god awful reason.
Okay. I'll just I'll go for the back door. That solves everything.
Oh. Dude, your mom's the demon of fertility. I'm pretty sure she can make an ass baby.
Oh, no! No! The thing I feared most happening!
Damn.
And he's not wrong.
No! God damn, you lie! You horrible monster!
Wow.
Oh my god. Fucking black hells. God damn it.
All right, so are you buying that dagger, Kyle?
Yeah, so I'm going to go visit with the individual that we spoke to last time.
All right, which dagger is it again?
It's the one where it's like the hidden dagger where I could shoot it out from my sleeve.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's pretty
so
loaded.
it's not the dagger itself, it's the device that shoots it out.
Well, that was part of the device, was the dagger.
Yeah, but it works with any dagger.
Oh, but he was giving me the package deal. Is that was what the thing was?
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Having something hitting on one's person is always a good thing.
But all right, and how much did I tell you that was?
I think it was supposed to be either 30 or 45 minutes.
No cost.
Those were stories.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
stories. That's right. That's right. I made you guys pay with stories.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I didn't get anything because my story didn't suck, but my roll was horrible.
All right, roll your performance.
All right.
Here comes the obligatory one from Kyle tonight.
Hang on. I'm using guidance, and I'm also going to, as I tell my story, I'm going to use my thaumaturgy and prestidigitation to tell him of some of my exploits. Let's see.
Tell them about people erupting out of you like pimples.
I guess I could tell him about that, but I don't think it's a 30-minute story. I will tell him about my time over at Sepa Apuk as basically a jailer.
All right, roll your performance.
Well, he's doing that. I'll probably hang back outside and play with my pterodactyl. Kind of have some fun with him. Get to connect with him a little bit more and stuff.
22.
Nice.
You succeed. They take your story as payment for the item.
Okay. So this is Draco Steel Dagger?
The dagger? Sure.
And what's that do again?
I think I might have that one programmed. I'm not sure, though.
Yeah, you could just tell me later then. That works.
Yep.
After I give him my story, I ask him, this is one of the brothers. I forget what the brother's name was. This has been a while back. What was his name?
Which brother from when?
He was the weaponsmith.
What do you want to know?
The weaponsmith up here.
Deracosis, finer weapon.
Theracosis.
Yep, that sounds right. Theracosis.
And then there's Jarkles, fine ammunition, and bows.
And then the woman was
Lazar's armor.
Azara.
Yep, Lazara.
Okay. Theracosis. Is there a way to get down from your cloud here?
There's always the way down.
I mean,
Safely.
jumping, but
Safe.
standardly, how we get up and down is through use of the... Alright, now I gotta name these. Through use of the lizard eagles.
Hmm.
Believe it or not, even though their size should only support the weight of something small, they have an incredibly strong build, allowing them to hold something even bigger. I'm sure you can rent some. They basically just grab you by the wrists and bring you down.
Is the companion I have big enough to do that?
It is.
Oh,
That's
nice.
one of the special features of your companion, is that it has a heavy build, or whatever it's called, where it's stronger than it should be.
Okay.
Ah, cool.
Is there anyone with me as I go to this weaponsmith?
Does anyone join Kyle at the weaponsmith?
I'd probably go along with you.
Yeah, no reason not
Yeah,
to.
take a trip.
Yeah, I'll go with them. What the heck?
So you guys know a little bit about my time over at acting as a jailer.
Yep, you had to listen to a 45-minute story. This is also when Cubby, you start... Do you ask why he's telling a story?
I was gonna say no, but I'm like, well, once he hands him the object after getting the story, I'm gonna be a little bit confused and ask that.
Oh, yes. Apparently they make payments here through stories. It's something to do with the magic that powers this construct that they're currently standing on.
So
Parala
wait, that's good.
Yes, Parala might be able to tell you more about the magics behind it.
Not really.
Yeah,
yet.
that idea is very enticing to me. I mean, it kind of fits along the same vein of my magic that, you know, the mental actions of others have physical consequences on the world.
Indeed. Parala, you do, after he finishes his story, by the way, feel some energy as if it was being restored.
I don't really understand the mechanics, but I can feel the energy.
And I need to use the bathroom real quick, so go ahead and keep role-playing, guys.
A brow raises.
I'm not really sure what else to tell you. I
Can you
can
see
feel
it?
it, but I don't really have any knowledge to explain.
Can you see the energy?
No, I don't see it. I just sense it.
I see. I was just wondering if amber was the color of the energy.
God damn it.
God damn you.
What?
He made a song reference. Anyway, I do believe that they made the promise to meet someone. And Instinct, you said you saw my father down below, yeah?
Yeah, it kind of looks like you. bit of a prick, wears faces as a shirt.
Ah, yes, it sounds exactly like him. I must say, he usually puts more of a facade on. Why do you say he was a prick?
Oh, just the second I walked up to him, he sounded almost exactly like you. He was like, "Hey, tiefling, what do you want?"
Do not sound like that. Rala.
You've had your moments.
Fine. Yes, I've had my moments, but I think they are within a respectable understanding. It's not exactly like I receive a very warm welcome from most people.
Get along with this crew pretty well.
He takes a moment's pause to kind of like chew on that for a second. I suppose there is some truth to that.
I mean, we pick on each other now and then, but it ain't good fun. We don't usually go too far with it.
Unless you're stealing people's alcohol, because that's wrong.
That's that guy snickers that. Well, things like that, they got corrected in the end, but damn, that was funny. I mean, I didn't know about it until a little bit ago, but that was a pretty good one.
My question is, what do we plan to do? Because I would like to report with other people with me whom have been traveling with me. I'm not exactly comfortable just meeting with the old man alone. I will admit.
I'll go with you if need be.
Yeah, I mean, I plan to stay by your side unless you, ask for privacy or something.
And as you say that, he says in Zircon, let's not mention, yeah.
She winks.
Thank you.
Well, you don't want him to know about the baby?
Well, I said that in Draconic, bro.
Oh.
But now I'm speaking back in common. Yes, I believe we should. I need. Well, I don't know how. And actually, Tobalt, I have to say this now. If you do meet with him, do not ring a baba. Whatever you do, just don't.
You want him to deny his faith? Three
No.
times before the rooster?
No, it's. I have no issues with his faith, but my father does.
What? Your father's not a true believer in Boba?
No, he believes in he believes in the other deities, the four, both the light and the dark. But he has a particular disdain for Baba. And unless you feel like dealing with a duel, I would not mention it freely.
Wait. He's gonna fight somebody because they worship a particular deity.
Sounds like you must have had a bad experience regarding that particular deity. That's like the only thing I can think of from that's what disdain for him.
Yeah. He doesn't talk much about his past, but
no one was there to protect him from the alcohol.
No, that is not it. If that were the case, perhaps he would be a little bit more lighthearted.
Maybe he worshipped Bubba, and that's the night that you were conceived. And when he woke up and realized he was having sex with Damon, he was like, "Oh my goodness, I can never do this again."
Shut your mouth. You don't have exactly a place to stick.
I totally accept the fact that I make Damon babies, and I'm gonna raise them to love themselves, not hate themselves like your dad did to you.
He really has owned up to it. You have to give him that.
I didn't even know of my parentage. Like, I was told my mother was another lizard folk who died after I was late.
Exactly.
And for all I know, that is true. But how? He's just like getting flustered.
Prala's gonna lay a hand on his shoulder. I think we should all calm down a little bit. All right. Family is weird. Let's just leave it at that. We're here for you. Well, I guess I can only speak for myself, but I will follow your lead. And I would highly suggest to everybody that we be respectful and also follow his lead, just like I'd ask you to be respectful of the general traditions, for my community and follow that lead.
All right, I'm gonna let this out there right now. If we ever go back to the islands where I'm from, we're just gonna murder everyone, just so you're all aware. That's my
Yeah, I kind of give him this what the fuck look.
Because they worship the bad demons, and they enslave people. A lot of elves, enslavement, and they're just pretty much terrible. And they tried to murder me. So if I ever go home, it's to kill.
Make a history.
Okay. That kind of explains it. When you first said that, you had me wondering about you for a moment.
Who's making the histories?
Any of you can make a history, as he mentions that he's from an island nation where they enslave elves.
All right, I'll do a history check.
I should know history. God damn it.
Nope.
Nope.
I don't know shit.
Adrian's like, so wait. What's an island?
Damn, there are no islands.
Yeah, no.
Cloud is not an island, it's a damn cloud.
Andy did the same thing I do.
God damn it.
I know, Andy got worse because she only had to...
There's land and there's water.
I got way worse than land, I'm sorry.
So,
Leander thinks
my
it's
one...
made up.
You have no idea what he's talking about. Maybe he's talking about the islands where all the old churches are? Tobalt. Are you there?
Yes.
You and I both realize that he's referring to Oni territory in the Asian Isles. And that the only tieflings in Oni territory are in the royal family. He's one of the princes of Oni territory.
Damn.
No way. We've got 2 royals in the party.
Don't know if it counts after they tried to murder me.
Oh, it still counts, Your Highness.
God damn it.
Don't worry, I will not treat you as such.
Yes, I'll treat you as I have been as an equal. Don't, unless you say anything, I don't see any reason to change how I treat.
I'm gonna completely ignore this conversation and go looking at the weapons in the shop. I'm trying to get that fear.
Anyway.
No, you're Svadruk, because you asked nicely and didn't try to insult me about it. I'll not say anything.
Thank you. It's just he has apparently met Bubba, from what he has told me.
But no, I'm telling you, I'll not say a word, but if he brings it up, I'm not responsible for what happens.
That is completely fine.
I will tell you that it was really nice seeing your dad again. He's always been great uncle to me.
Yes.
Laura,
Yeah.
or not Laura, Mom. It also occurs to you that you have met Steve's dad.
And actually, Instinct's dad was fairly nice as well.
Oh, you're a better comedian than I am.
Politic. Let's hold these.
And also,
Yep.
Steve, you would know of the Hydra clan. They're one of the neighboring clans in the Asian Isles.
Okay.
Until the Dragon War, your two peoples were constantly at war with each other.
And if you ever knew anything about my mother, I can totally commiserate with you.
Yes, we are all just a bunch of interesting individuals.
If you knew my grandmother, I could really commiserate with you.
Your mother killed your grandmother, though.
I think that's her point.
Yes.
Anyway, I am going to be making my way down below. If anyone wishes to accompany me, I would highly encourage it.
Is anyone else checking out the shop?
Yeah.
Anybody else what?
Checking out the weapon shop.
No, not after the last time around. I'm just tagging along.
I'm trying to check it out, specifically looking for spears and polearm weapons.
Alright.
I decided to wander in as well and look at swords.
So, as I explained to them, there are all kinds of interesting weapons here that use what are known as breath shot. There are swords with tips that dislodge when you hit a button and explode with different whatever breath shot you have loaded into it. There are lances and spears of similar makes with different forms of attacking with breath shot. This is all dragon type or based mage tech.
I'm just going to ask the guy working here. I don't understand what most of this does, but I'm looking for a two-handed spear, something long that hits very hard for the multiple times that I have nearly died because things get far too close to me.
Well, how about this one then? He holds up this spear. There's one button in the center of it. Here's how it works. You got two modes. You either jab it in and hit the button. You risk damaging the barrel some if that happens. Well, more than any other breath shot. But you get that nice effect where you stab and then the explosion happens. But if they're far away, you can fire the tip of this thing up to 30 feet.
I am very interested. How much is this device?
About an hour story.
And how much does it require ammunition? Is it a reloadable cartridge? What?
Indeed, though I don't sell the reloads. You'll have to head over to, what was the ammo shop guy? His name?
That shop was Jarkle.
You'll have to head over to Jarko's ammo and ranged weapons to get that.
All right, I will definitely take this spear for now. Let's see. I'll kind of look around. Well, since you all already kind of have figured it out, and then I'll tell the story of being very young, 7, 8 years old, and finding out that I had mystical abilities and my family not liking the weird magic that I was coming into and the fact that I could read their thoughts and see the devious actions. So they threw me in a river and tried to drown me. And then I survived and lived on my own for a very long time, which is why instinct is really fucked in the head, until I found you guys.
Roll your performance.
Hot damn.
Well, damn. He has such a good story that he offers to give you another weapon of your choice for that story.
I'm going to kind of look around. Who hasn't gotten an equipment upgrade in a while? I think
Cobalt.
yeah, that's true. Or do they have any big old axes? Just big stupid axes.
They do.
I'm gonna point at the biggest axe I can see. I don't even know what it does. I'm gonna be like, that one. Just tell me what it does when you give it to me.
Alright, he pulls down the axe. The axe itself has a very large blade on it, made of pure Draco steel. But the part that comes and wraps up around the axe has been hollowed out, and the spike inside is filled with the dragon breath shot.
Oh, that's
It
grand.
can fire. He looks at you and he says, it can fire up to 15 feet.
Yes, that's amazing. Torv, are you approving of this? Do you want it?
Oh yes, please. I like that.
All right, we will take the axe as well.
Right, he gets you the axe as well.
I owe you, my friend.
No, you don't.
And
You're
Laura,
the only.
go ahead.
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
I'm gonna lean into Torv and like whisper in his ear. You're one of the few people here that's actually any fun.
I know, right?
Laura, after his story finishes, you feel a large energy influx. Far greater than the one Kyle told.
That story was very, very amazing. Thank you for sharing. I wish you could have some way to sense what it contributed.
Thank you. I mean, I prefer this method of payment to gold. If we could like get this to be the standard currency of all the realms, I would completely agree.
I highly doubt that will happen.
We'd eventually run into a recession because we'd run out of stories to tell.
Well, that just means you have to get up, get out, and do stuff.
I was referring to the general population.
By the way, they didn't explain it to you, but that is true. After a story's been used, it can no longer be used as currency again.
Ah.
Yeah, there was this whole thing. Basically, dragon magic is like the source of all dreams. And that's why there's so many stories about dragons, to inspire people to dream about them, to keep powering the magic. Stories make up dreams. That was the whole idea behind it.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. It's kind of got a like Manesis vibe. I like it.
Indeed.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna go look for ammunition for this spear as well before we head out.
As he's doing that, I'm actually going to take the armor that I'm going to look over at Adrian.
Yes.
While I do appreciate the properties of this armor, I feel that it might benefit you a little bit more. And he pulls off the armor out of his pack and hands it over to you.
The light Draco steel arms.
Not the steel arms, but the actual armor that I got.
Oh, thank you. What was the stats on the armor?
It's what is it? A breastplate plus 4 and 4 dexterity, right?
All right, let me.
I don't have you buying armor other than the arms.
That's the arms. No, because I had the gauntlets and then I had the arm.
That's gonna require you getting the armor too, but initially they held on to it.
Yeah, I am handing it off to you.
All right, this was a breastplate.
I think so, if I'm not mistaken.
So I was gonna grab the breastplate armor from the thing here and just adjust stats accordingly. Make it easier on
There
myself.
is no adjusting stats accordingly. It's the arms himself that gave the bonus he's talking about.
Oh, I thought it was okay.
Yeah, so you need to attach them to something, like either an actual breastplate or some other kind
Are
of
you
armor.
actually giving him the arms?
Yeah.
So he can. What kind of armor are you wearing now, Cappy?
Scale.
He can attach it to that. He'll need to get someone to do it, but he can.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably ask the clerk or whatever his name is that runs the shop. He knows who can attach the arms.
You can also ask your party members.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there is a smith with us.
We literally have a smith.
Yeah.
Oh well.
With a wooden leg.
Then I would ask the smith if he or she is present, if they could assist me in attaching these armored arms to my armor.
So here we go. If he or she, who is a smith among us, is present.
I don't recall which character was the
Oh,
smith. Okay?
I'm gonna fall over
The
laughing.
smith.
I'm gonna look at Torv. You're such a pretty lady.
Right, I'll do it for you.
Thank you, sir. I have to take out my scale mail to do it, but yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think
my
that-
scale mail, hand him that, and the.
Bow chicka bow wow.
I've got clothes underneath, for Christ's sake.
I don't think that will be much of a concern for now. We could just finish up the night's festivities, but I feel like you would get more mileage out of this, and it is a small gift for helping me to find my friend. When, yeah.
You're welcome.
He kind of pats you on the arm as he hands you off the arm.
Right. What are the bonus stats I'll get once they're attached?
It's if you use ice and fire shot, you can get advantage on a stealth skill check, and it has a max dexterity bonus of 4.
Yeah.
But I think at this point, Svadrak's going to be looking for his way down, and he's going to be looking to Parala.
So he's looking to you, Parala. Are you
You said
providing the weapon shop?
Advantage on stealth checks. What else?
Plus 4 to your dex. Well, not plus 4 to your dex. It's a max dex bonus of
A max dex bonus of 4 on your armor.
Well, I rolled a nat 20 attaching it.
Yeah, I seen that.
You attach it perfectly to that armor. You even see some ways you think you can improve the design and do so. It now also gives a plus 4 to stealth checks, Cappy.
Alright.
This Tobal basically reworks all of your armor so that it works better with this designed for hiding. So you guys are off doing that for a little while. Is anyone else buying any of these weapons? I know Steve's gonna go get some ammo.
My AC is now going to be what, 16 now? So you got Dex bonus of 4 instead of 2, or is it 4 added to the 2? I'll make sure I get this right.
Alright. So, if you guys aren't buying any more item or buying any more of that, you enter into the ammo shop.
All right. I've been in this guy before, but I'm gonna pull out the spear. And excuse me, sir. I was looking to see if I could get some ammunition to reload this.
Oh yeah, I got what you're looking for. He starts pulling out some spear tips with vials attached to them. I have what kind do you want?
There are kinds.
Yeah, this is contained dragon's breath.
Can we do maybe like electricity and fire? I like
Yes.
fire.
How many do you want of each?
We'll say, how much would it be for maybe 5 of each?
For 5 of each, that'll be about a 10-minute story.
Oh, let's do 10 and go for the 20-minute story.
All right, then 20-minute story it is. Roll your performance, Steve.
All right. Is Kerala with us or with me at this shop? Does she follow to the ammo shop?
I guess I wouldn't have walked off. I wasn't really looking for any weapons in particular, but I'm probably around.
Well, to be fair, it was a bad night, and those rolls on that night were bad too. But I am telling the story of when me and Draka first met.
Ah. Alright, so you rolled a 13. I mean, that's most of what I need, but I think you're gonna need another story.
Sure.
Another 5 minutes. Roll a performance for the rest of the 5 minutes.
All right.
Those 5 minutes were really crucial. You really picked up the story there. But you got yourself a deal, and he gives you the ammo you wanted.
Thank you very much. And that's all I really needed.
Alright, so, anyone else buying ammo?
No.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I have a new axe that needs ammo.
You do, but you're also working on Cappy's armor, so you might have to ask someone to get it for you.
Oh yeah. Who's around?
I could try to get it for you since you're working on my armor.
Yeah. Yeah, please, would you? That'd be grand.
I gotta think of a story to tell. What particular ammo would you like? So I know what I'm going after.
You could just hand him the axe.
Yeah.
Ah, alright. I'll take the axe and head over to the ammo place. I plan on having to show the guy the axe, and so I'm not really an axe person. I wouldn't know what ammo to
Right.
get for it.
You come up as Cubby's finishing his last story.
Alright. I come up, I kind of set the axe down. Excuse me, I am picking up ammo for this axe. Doing it as a favor while the axe's owner is working on my armor.
Of course, that's a miniaturized cannon axe.
Nice. So what ammo would you recommend for this thing?
It depends what kind of breath you're looking for.
Unfortunately, he didn't really say. Well, I'll get lightning for now, and if we need to change later, he's got to tell his own stories.
Alright, how many would you like?
I think for now I'll just do 5, because I know these things aren't exactly cheaply made, so.
Alright, that'll be a 10-minute story.
Alright, let me think here.
Roll a performance, and what story are you telling?
I'll tell him the story about how we had to, about kind of the beginning of the situation where we had to get them people out of the Great Guard without the others knowing, kind of explain what we had to go through in order to make sure we got them out safe and sound, and how me and the druid made sure they got to the town, to the other town safely, and stayed back to make sure they were safe.
Alright, roll your performance.
Here goes nothing.
You just barely succeed. Your story's telling skills lack, but it was a good story. Here you go.
Yeah, thank you. And yes, I need to work on my storytelling, but I appreciate it. I guess I'd put the ammo in my pack, pick up the axe, and kind of go back to hope.
Alright. So, is there anything anyone else is doing?
Have I finished his armor?
Yeah, that time has now occurred.
Okay. So I Tobald hands Adrian his armor back and says, "What'd you get?"
I take out the 5. It'll be adult lightning breath. Do the lightning breath or whatever that. I'm not sure adult. Man, the 5 lightning ammo for the axe after I hand the axe back. You didn't specify, so I took a stab at it and got your 5 lightning. I hope that works good.
Well, that's a start, lad. That's fine. Where's the shop at? I want to go get some different ones.
Yeah, here, I'll show you. I'll kind of hold up, put my armor back on until I show him where the shop is.
Alright, so you show him.
After I show him, I'll proceed to, if I can do it by myself, start to slide my armor back on.
So you start donning your armor in shop, got it.
No, I just outside the shop to do it.
Donning your armor outside the shop, got it. So, he looks at you. How can I help you?
Well, my friend here got me some lightning charges for my axe, but I'd like to get some fire and some acid and some coal.
How many would you like of each?
Well, what they cost?
I'll tell you once you tell me how many you like.
Well, he got me 5 of the lightning, so well, I guess 5 of the other 5 of each. So it'd be 10 charges altogether, I guess.
That will be a 75-minute story.
Tobald takes a drink, scratches his head, and thinks, "Oh, I've got the perfect story." And he tells him about how Tobald's the smartest one in the room because after they capture this rooftop leaper who was spying on him, he leads him to the house, down to the basement of this house, and says, and the man says, "Oh, I'm going to reach into my pack." Tobald says, "No, I'll reach into your pack." And the other members of the party go, "No, let him do it," and he disappears.
Alright, roll a performance with advantage.
Should be disadvantaged for lying about being smartest.
I'm gonna need another 5 minutes. That story is still lacking some.
Liquor.
I gotta ask, is like sunset coming by this time or no?
Don't worry, Kyle, I will help you. And no. There you go. You managed to get him pleased enough with the story. So, now Bob is his ammo. Kyle, you want to fly down to go with your girlfriend to go celebrate.
Well, I gotta still go report in. I told her to meet me over at the Dance Macabre.
Alright, well, you gotta go there.
I gotta go.
So, you're gonna go find someone who can fly you down, right?
Yeah.
Alright, you managed to find basically kind of like a rental service for those pterodactyl creatures.
Cool.
And for the price of a 10-minute story, they'll rent one out to you.
Okay.
So roll your
Are we all going down?
No, he has a date. You guys can, the rest of you can decide what you're doing. You're not sheep.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, yeah, I asked for some people to accompany me down south when I go to report. So, is there anyone with me?
I'm going to go with.
I'll go, but I'm not going on your date.
I'm not asking you to.
I don't know, lass. He might need a chaperone.
Well, your wingman.
You will be surprised, Perala.
It is about 2 a.m. now, I will say, though.
Okay. Yeah, they're open fucking late.
They are. The party hasn't stopped.
I'm talking about up here. All right. Performance. Okay. So I am going to tell him. Let's see. About my. I'll tell him a little bit about my travels with the current party and some of my opinions regarding them. At least those not present.
Roll a performance.
19.
They take it as payment. So, you're taking one of these birds flying down, right?
Yep.
So the bird comes and it grabs you by both arms.
Okay.
Alright, so it comes and it grabs you by the arms, and then it starts slowly lifting you into the air and moving you towards the edge of the island. Finally, as it gets to the edge of the island, it stops flapping its wings and drops like a dart towards the ground.
Holy yes! Oh man.
Hang out of your butt!
Kiss your ass, get behind.
Indeed, at an incredible speed, you're plummeting towards the ground with it holding onto your arms. Finally, as you're about 20 feet before hitting the ground, there's a loud whoom as it spreads its wings and begins catching the current. You feel a jolt as you're jostled some from this motion, but you're okay.
3-point landing.
It then proceeds to fly you to the destination you asked it to. You're
Right.
amazed at the intelligence of these birds.
So is it basically everyone except for Tobold and Instinct that are
And Cappy.
oh, Cappy stayed behind?
I thought you were just going down for your date. I did not hear anybody else say they were going down with you unless I missed it.
No, I said I was going to go do a report first, and then I'm going for my date.
Yeah, if you meant you were going down, I said I didn't hear what I said they were going down, so that's why I didn't say anything.
Well, knowing that, would you have or no?
I did say that I was going down.
But indeed, you're flown heavily over this scenery. People are still hardcore partying.
It's definitely a different sight.
But yeah, if other people start going down, I would give my new friend an indication I wanted to go down and ask him to give me a lift.
Solanthus is going to stay up here because he believes that the natural order is broken by allowing the spirits to come back for festivities down below. He'll wait for that to end.
Any of the rest of you who ride on down get the same ride that Kyle did, the dart dropping straight towards the ground. Laura, you don't have to pay for yours if you want to do yours. You just got to blow your whistle.
I don't got to pay for mine either. My companion takes me down.
Yeah.
I will definitely use my whistle.
As you blow your whistle, a large one comes flying over to you. It is the color of a pink rose. It looks at you, and it looks like it's studying you for a moment, Laura. Memorizing exactly who you are.
I'm gonna reach out a hand, but not like I'm gonna directly touch it. Just reach out my hand towards it to see how it reacts.
It eventually notices your hand, and it takes a large sniff of it after it finishes eyeing you up and down. It then proceeds to spread its wings and fly over towards you and waits for you to put your arms in position.
I'll do that.
It grabs onto your arms, and similar to Kyle's ride, it drops towards the ground.
Woo-hoo!
And then about 20 feet before hitting the ground, you get that sensation as it spreads its wings and begins flying you to where you want to go.
Yeah, when it comes to my turn, when it does, my distraction is holy. Okay, that would have come out of nowhere.
So, sounds like most of you are back on the ground and with Kyle at his dad's.
Yep. That'd be something kind of put my friend Asby Land kind of thank him for the safe ride.
Yeah, Cobalt and Leah join him.
Alright, so Eoth Kothar is looking over at you, all who have just been dropped off by these lizards. He looks over to Leandra. Ah, were you able to handle what I asked you to?
I was able to talk to them, yeah.
Very good. I believe that, and I see my son now.
No, you're playing your son. I'm playing you.
Okay.
So he looks over at you, Svadrak. What spell did I use to get them to you?
I believe you used. Wait, can I make it?
Yeah, make an Arcana for it.
Because I don't think you actually gave me a name for that.
I didn't.
27.
Alright, the name comes to you. It is called Corpse Portation.
Corpse portation?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not exactly a corpse, but alright. I believe it is something called a corpse portation. It uses the flesh as a medium to transport other beings.
Correct. Most of the books talk about how they practice this on old corpses. But I perfected the theory. Now you can do it through the living as well.
I'm so glad. He gives him like an asinine smile.
Tobalt kind of leans over to Svadruk and whispers in his ear, "Stand up to him, laddie. Don't be so deferent. You've earned your place."
I don't believe you understand exactly the difference that's here. I don't think it is wise to stand up to him in front of a crowd. Anyways, Father, I wish to go over the report that I sent you. Much has happened since then, and I have not had an opportunity to inform you of the events.
Yes, about that. I'm afraid I'm going to need you to take full reins on that project.
Yes?
As you've noticed, I can no longer keep my face in check.
Yes.
That is because of the odd calling that I've been experiencing. I have a feeling that all my friends I traveled with are experiencing it as well.
Out of character, I've forgotten what was Kothar's spirit thing.
The giant kobold.
Oh, right.
I forgot.
It let him control horde monsters.
Yeah, that's why he's able to control large quantities of undead and other types of creatures.
He did say that he expects his friends having the same problem, right?
I don't think he'd refer to them as friends, though. Acquaintances. Fellow heroes.
Yes. We are going to have to answer this call soon, which means my time in this part of the world is going to end soon.
Hang on, just so I'm aware, does that mean that he's leaving indefinitely or just leaving temporarily?
He doesn't know yet.
Okay. Can I? Because I'd really like to play this out if at all possible. I'm not gonna Shanghai
Very well. Just know that you are leaving, and you've already announced the new leader of the necromancy school when you're gone.
Okay. So I'm not using a proxy?
No.
Yeah,
Your
'cause it-
time in this world of advancing it and so on is done. You're moving on to something greater. You can tell by this feeling.
Okay.
I wish you luck on your journey, sir.
Hang on. We haven't gotten to that point yet.
No, he mentioned his calling and he's gonna be going somewhere and just wish him luck on his journey.
If
Whatever
it
that
would
journey may be, anyway.
If it would please you, I do have some things that I have to get in order. Please, accompany me to my office. I would wish to have a fuller understanding of what has happened since then. Perhaps I can have a better insight as how I may assist your company in their endeavors. So he steps from the platform that he's at, and he starts leading you towards his office. Just so I'm aware, who's all here? It's basically everyone except for Instinct and Salanthus?
Correct.
Okay.
And whatever one Cubby is.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's
That's
Instinct.
instinct.
Oh shit! Sorry.
All right. So, as we're walking, you notice that he has a platinum coin that he's kind of rolling through his fingers. As we're going, about 15 or 20 minutes pass before we actually get back to the office proper, somewhere within. And he opens it. He walks up to this office, which has these large doors in front of it, which he pushes up. On the inside of the office, you can see that in each of the corners, there is a kind of a semi-column with a depiction of each one of the major four deities. One of the notable exceptions is that you notice that in each of their hands they hold a weapon and some kind of a cistern, or basically like an incense holder. And it's all in like black marble and silver. When you enter into the office itself, there are two people that are already inside. There is what appears to be a man in full plate mail with a large great sword, and a woman with elven features, but she's wearing all black leather, with the exception of like a white mask. He walks over to his desk and he takes a seat behind it. Above him, there is a banner depicting the various organizations that he has either had a part in or currently leads. So, before I start prying, please tell me of what has happened.
So is anyone going to tell him of what has happened?
Does he want to know from Great On Guard out or just the current situation?
I have received reports regarding Great God, and I am having individuals investigate that on my accord elsewhere. However, I have not received any updates since then. So if you'd like to continue after your events there, that would be of most benefit.
Well, we discovered that my people are suffering a terrible sickness. We don't know if it's connected to the events in Grey Dog Guard or not, or we don't even know the source of the sickness, to be honest.
Grey Dog Guard's government has been overthrown.
Hmm.
But in a quiet, secret way, not the very, well, somewhat secret. A lot of dead, but not a lot of people outside the castle, I think, really understand what's happened.
From my understandings, it appears that this has something to do with the young advisor.
Yes. She was, yeah, it was a girl, right? Yeah. She was the root of a lot of those events.
Hmm. And Svadrak chimes in. Well, there was a issue over the School of Transmutation. Kothar kind of places his hand on it, his chin on his hand, and he's looking. There apparently was.
You take
There
forever
apparently.
talking. My character tosses a book onto his desk. All the details of our travels.
He looks at him. He opens the book, peruses through it quickly. I see. And where is... And you believe that this professor... Not... What was it?
Dublin.
Dublin. And you believe that this Professor Dublin is off with the Silverstein? Or was that it?
I'm trying to remember who the Silversteins are.
Wasn't that the family that was mentioned in his personal...
I think so. Where's Torin? Torin should know who the Silversteins are.
He's AFK a minute.
Ah. We'll go with that for now.
Okay.
He's pulling a Cappy, we know.
Funny, funny.
I thought that's what you were laughing at.
And
no, if you're being Discord, I was laughing at what Laura posted.
And what of Professor Dublin?
He's still a loose end that we need to tie up.
Kothar looks at the woman in the corner of the... If I am to believe this report, I believe it is in most earnest haste that I speak with Professor Dublin. Please, go fetch him or find his whereabouts. Does she head off?
like exit the conversation right now to go?
No, I asked the elven lady that was sitting in the corner.
Sure.
Okay.
Prancing along.
And what of young Deathcaster? I do not see him amongst your members.
Yeah, don't know what happened to the furry.
It's most troubling. I do not believe that his father would be pleased. He taps the side of his cheek. Perhaps before you leave, I may consider arranging for assistance, considering that your guard has decided to take a leave of absence. In the meantime, as you know, as I mentioned earlier, I am currently putting up my position for the school for debate, as the spirits, the fates have call me elsewhere. His father looks at his father, kind of quizzically. And where will you be? I do not know. It may be some time before I return. And I must make sure that my effects are in order. I still have to handle issues with Drow here in the city. I have to address some outstanding trade deals. And I must ensure that the order is able to maintain itself in my absence, as well as the prison. It'll be some time before I take my leave, but it will not be long. Cydrak's kind of just looking at his father.
Now I will intervene. Another thing about your birth.
Yes.
I know I've been very vague about your mother. She was the last I could find of my tribe. And we did mate once, and you were made. She then died giving birth to you. And any other time I've attempted to mate since then, I've been completely infertile. So you have truly been a miracle child to have been born, even if you were a bloody sorcerer.
And what of my relation to the daemon?
What do you mean relation to the daemon?
I have heard whispers from Shanta. She has spoken to me once.
Shanta, I have not heard that name in 20 years. Well, besides the cult. I mean, literally hearing just Shanta addressed like that. I did meet her once. She laid a hand upon me and all of my companions. And said she gave us her blessing. And then she was gone.
So what of me? What does that mean for me?
What do you mean? What has changed about you?
She has whispered to me of granting certain gifts.
Gifts. Interesting.
Interesting.
He starts looking at you almost like he's ready to study you. And have you experienced any powers yet?
I have not used them.
You do have powers then.
Supposedly.
And what is this power?
Apparently to grant the very gift that she gave unto you.
She gave me a gift.
The gift of empowering one's seed.
That must be why you're the only one of my children who survived. I do have necromantic seed after all.
I guess as he's saying that, he kind of pulls down the rope a little bit to show some of the scarring from the tome.
Yep.
I was hoping that I would get a little bit more out of this conversation, but apparently that is not the case.
If that's something you wish to pursue, you can stay here and we can begin the experiment before I leave.
Experiment?
Why, the tests of what you are.
And what will that entail, oh father?
Various magical experiments, of course.
Not sure that that's necessary. We already know what he is and who he is.
Of course, you could always do your own field research.
I always forget how unreactive you are to situations. Perhaps that is my mistake.
Kyle, you realize you really need to get to your date.
I know. Just I think he's just kind
A
of.
strong urge towards your date.
I know. He just kind of said, "Well, read what you will, inform me what you will. I'll be here for but a day. Send me your messengers. I'll do what I can."
Yes, I will return to the ceremony. After all, when the sun starts to rise, I must send them back.
But of course, he has kind of a disdainful look on his face. Well, if that is all you're going to say to me before you apparently leave, then I hope you good luck in your travels.
Yes, I leave this world to you.
To me.
Yes. He walks off.
He's. Well, hang on.
He's gone.
Oh, okay.
So, you guys are free to join the party. It's about 3 in the morning now.
I'm back on the party for a little bit of fun. Probably keep back. Go ahead.
So, What are the? I heard Kyle say, or not Kyle, Cappy say he's going to the party. What are the rest of you doing?
Where's Cappy going?
To the party in the streets.
Oh, where's my new master? Or well, not master, but
Friend.
gonna teach me new ways to worship Bubba. Did he join us, or did he stay up on the cloud?
Who?
The dragon.
The master he came with. He follows Laura around to teach her, so he's with you guys.
Great! There's a party. Come on, go. What's his name again? See, Zalasi.
Yep, Zalasi. Ah, yes.
So tell me about this party going on down here.
He's talking to you, Kyle.
Oh. My character is genuinely lost. Yes, it's an annual festival. The winter. It's known as the Long Night, but essentially winter solstice. They bring down some of the spirits from the heavens to spend time with their families. It is a time of remembrance and a time of reverence. It is so that people can know that there is an afterlife and that the school of necromancy is not as evil as people might like to make it out to be. They have, there is food and there is drink and there is parties and people give their thanks to their ancestors. A very common tradition actually is to leave out candles for those whom you have lost as a kind of beacon. So if you look in some of the windowsills, you'll see them. And at this point he's just kind of slaps his face. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm Cobalt. I'm going to go meet up with my date. You know what? If we're going to just be drinking for the moment, if you'd like to accompany me, you're more than welcome to. But I'm not going to invite you for what happens afterwards, my friend.
Spoil sport.
I wasn't aware that you were interested in half dragons.
I have no standard.
He genuinely fucking laughs at this. Well, if you wish to accompany me to the bar, I would be more than pleased. I am certain that you would find it most enjoyable. I actually, you know what? I will pay for the first round of drinks. I'm going to get you something special. Think of it as a long night gift from me to you.
Well, that sounds like a good time, lad. Let's go.
All right. So is it just me and Tobo, or is anyone else tagging along?
Does anybody else go on Kyle's date with him?
I said I wasn't going on a date.
Well, we're just drinking right now. I'm not taking you to the after party.
I'm enjoying you guys for a drink.
All right. So Kyle's date is extremely, just all over him the entire night.
Awkward.
It is awkward. Just how enamored she is with him.
after about 10 or 15 minutes of this, Tobald leans over to Svadruk and says, I think it's time for you to continue on with the second part of your day.
I might do that, but I did promise you an experience. So before then, Peter! He calls over. A round of memento moris. How many people are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And he takes 6 platinum out of his pocket, puts them down on the.
Of course.
I actually think it was us for enjoying the festivities. I'll probably light a candle for the elf king that died when we were in the city. I forget his name, but I lit a candle for him.
Good job.
So Peter brings out these strange-looking mugs that look like hourglasses, and you'll notice that the bottom half is actually empty. It doesn't have a base, so it just looks like it's just a flat glass. And in the center, there's this little ring, and he starts pouring the cocktail down the line in these hour-shaped glasses. And then as farther up, trying. So this is something a little bit special. It's like I was saying, it's something called a memento mori. When you drink it, it allows you to re-experience a memory. If you drink it from the top, it is a good memory, a happy memory. However, if you spin the glass upside down, and as Father does that, the liquid that should have probably just gone all over the table actually starts to bubble up towards the top and changes color to like a deep black. It is a bitter, sad memory. It's something I like to drink on occasion. I am told that the flavor changes for each individual.
Well, that is different. I don't know why anybody'd want the bad memory.
Sometimes it is good to remember the bad. I feel like how you drink this can say a lot about your character. As he says that, Kothar spins the glass back up so it's like kind of this reddish liquid, and he takes a quick swig. To friends, to good times, and to more happy memories, whatever those may be.
And to happy endings.
I clink my glass of Tobald.
As Tobald says to happy endings, her tail spins around and grabs your ass again.
A moment, Itav, a moment. I already have some things set aside, don't worry.
All of you guys, or actually, you guys can roll a perception real quick. Except for Kyle. Kyle's lady friend is enamoring him.
And except for me, right? I'm not there.
Yeah. Anyone who's there can. Mom is getting drunk. Along with Perala.
I'm gonna die.
Tobald, you start noticing that a lot of the women's attention here seem really drawn to Svadruk. Except for the women in your party.
Interesting. Svadruk, does everyone here know who your father?
Unfortunately, yes. Why you ask?
Oh, no reason. I was just curious.
Yeah, yes. It's not that much an issue as or a bigger deal as people make it out to be. It's not actually like I benefit much from it. But
Oh, I think maybe it could be free.
am I? Can I like, figure out what he's alluding to at this point or no?
What did you say?
Can I figure out what he's alluding to at this point or no?
Yes. Or what?
So
Actually, no. Roll a perception for me.
perception.
Yeah, you're kind of starting to notice it. The women are paying a little bit of an odd amount of attention to you. You're not used to this.
They all want to seed.
I think you could fit in real well around here. And Tobal gives him a big wink.
I usually do, my friend, but that's an odd amount of attention. Usually, it's something more intimate. He's kind of just glancing over at the crowd. I think I'm going to take my leave after I finish this drink.
Alright. You finish the drink and take your leave?
Yeah, I'm going to walk around with the.
Alright. Highs or lows, Kyle?
For me?
Yes.
Well, hang on. Okay. So, what was her name again? Lavandra?
Lazaria, I believe.
Lazaria, right. Lazaria. Okay. I'm going to take her to one of the local hotels that I usually use.
Alright. Now I need that highs or lows.
Okay. Can I convince her for me to investigate her oratory before invading her back door?
Wait, what? Are you trying to say if it's okay if you do butt stuff? Is that what you're asking?
Well, I asked to get a taste before asking for the butt.
Okay, roll a persuasion.
All right.
I'm sort of getting a feel I'm glad I'm not there right now.
Well, yeah, you probably should be glad you're not there right now. So sure, Kyle.
All right.
Now, once again, highs or lows.
Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck it, highs.
Alright, you begin having another vision as you're in this moment.
All right.
The all-naked elf begins walking around you.
This is a strange time for this.
This is the perfect time for this.
Why are you so infatuated with me? Can you not just leave me be?
Well, you have brothers and sisters that I talk to them as well.
Brothers? Sisters?
Indeed, all born of me.
Yes.
Back before I knew somebody was going to find another way to get me here, I came up with a whole nother plan. And that other plan was you and your brothers and sisters.
That doesn't strike me as odd. What do you want with me?
For you simply to embrace all of your power.
Why should I? All you do is bring misery.
I don't bring misery, I bring pleasure. I am pleasure by a mere touch. By a mere stare.
I kind of shudder as she looks at. That might be true, but I do not believe that the corpses that you have left behind would say the same.
You focus on the wrong things. Because now you are pleasure. Or you will be pleasure. Go ahead, try it. It'll come naturally to you now.
Try what?
Butt tags.
I'm already doing that. That's how she called me.
Make your touch pleasure.
Okay.
Focus your energy. Reach out.
Do I need to make some kind of save against this?
I mean, you don't have to. Nothing bad is happening.
I'm obviously I'm talking with D.D. Damon, so I'm like, oh shit. I am my gaze doesn't break from her, but I kind of play with what she's telling me to do.
Alright. Energy gathers. And it feels incredible in your hands. A light tickle. Good. That'll do for now. Eventually, you'll be pleasure in a look. All of a sudden, you snap out of your vision, and you're back with Lizaria. Only you've reached out and you've touched her with that hand, and she's on the bed, spasming and moaning. And you're only touching her forehead. Once a day ability. Climax touch.
Why?
You awaken even further as a Kalya spawn. Or sorry, not a Kalya spawn, a Shanta spawn.
Wait. So she's gone at this point, right?
Yeah.
Fuck. I should have known about my curiosity at the better of me. Anyway. I guess fade to black on my end.
Yep. Does anyone else need anything?
No, not yet.
Torin, is there anything you need?
Nope, I'm waiting out the evening on the Cloud Island until all the undead things leave.
Alright. The festival ends as the sun begins to rise. The spirits of the dead begin returning.
I would also be making sure I feed my companion so he doesn't freaking starve or anything. I gotta name him too. Maybe once we figure out what creature you're gonna call him, I can think of a name to go with him.
I did name them. Hopefully Torin wrote it down.
Is it in notes and Fantasy Grounds?
Probably not.
No, he's been keeping his own note.
No problem.
But all right.
So once the morning comes, if I don't see them come back up to the island, I'm going to rent one of the birds or creatures to take the ride down.
All right.
Yeah, I don't get your like stipulations about being down there because, like, I mean, you had sex with a ghost. I'm just saying, bro.
That he did.
He's afraid of what form my vengeance will take.
And don't forget Cappy was with him.
Yeah, I know. I don't. My character doesn't know that though.
But this is a good calling point here.
Alright.
Wait, Cappy was in on this too?
Yep. It was
That
a
was a-
three-way.
That was a very weird.
Wait, what was I in on? To change the alcohol, to take the alcohol for water, or I missed what I was in on?
Sure, Cappy.
No, you're in on the ghost three-way.
Ooh.
You got really drunk
Okay.
with Torin, remember?
No, I don't, but okay, whatever.
I think that's a perfect response.
It is.
You don't remember that one time at band camp?
Apparently not.
Gain 10 downtime points. And we are the Storyspeakers Guild, bringing you roleplay entertainment. We hope you enjoyed yourselves tonight. From the sounds of it, most of us did. Please join us on Thursday for more Umbra Stalkers. We hope you enjoyed yourselves. Good night.
We love you.
Good night, all.
I've been thinking about maybe naming them Wings, but